Absolutely gorgeous. Super bright white paint. Love the sparkle in it. All right, welcome to Exotic Motorsports of Oklahoma. We're gonna do a quick visual condition report. So we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find, and really just assessing the overall condition of the vehicle. Looking at that wheel, it looks like it had some previous rash and it was repaired. So you're gonna see the little discoloration right there, but it's all nice and smooth. Beautiful finish on the wheel. Those calipers look amazing, nice and bright. Here on these tires, you have 245/40 19s. Looks like the date code is 2012. Looking at the tread though, overall that tread looks really good. Here on the front clip, you do have PPF, so it's 1/3 of the fender, 1/3 of the hood. So you're gonna see that line there. Beautiful pearl paint. Looks really nice. Got a small chip here on the A-pillar. That looks good. Looking on that side mirror. Tiny scuff there. Otherwise, she's perfect. Making our way down the door. Some really light scuffs there and there. Scratch there. You have PPF here protecting it. Now it has yellowed a little bit around the edges, and it does have a couple impacts throughout. It is protecting the paint. Very light surface scuff here. You're not going to see it in camera, I don't think. Looking at that wheel, looks awesome. Beautiful calipers here. Date code on the tires, once again 2012. Nice Bridgestones. That paint looks good. Tiniest little scuff here and there. A couple more. I think it's all superficial though, it's just on that top layer. This leather is absolutely gorgeous. Great condition. I don't see any flaws there. So really not much to pick apart on this side. Now when we look at this clear bra, I don't know if you can tell in camera, it has yellowed. So to get really close, this is bright white. This is a little dingy because of that clear bra, but it is protecting it. So you could always have that removed and replaced with new. I'd recommend doing a full front clip though. Little snags here and there on the film. Trying to see through that film and look at the paint. Looks really good. Clarity's nice. You can see the reflections here are really pretty. You also have film on that headlight protecting it. Clarity looks good. Little scuff on the film. I don't think it impacted the headlight. This lower section does not have film on it. I was wrong. It's only the upper side of the fenders and hood, so not that front bumper. Looking how clean that is though, I imagine it did have film on it because there's only a couple tiny rock chips. Few small scuffs right here. You can see that. The rest of it looks really good. Looking at that lip, I'm trying to get low. Very light rash there. A little bit of rash right there. And then you do have rash here on that. Now when you're about a foot off the ground and you walk around it, you're not going to see any of that. Clarity looks good on there. And looking at this fender, you have one rock chip there and one here. Got one on the door, some really light scuffs on that lower rocker. That mirror looks great. A-pillar's clean here. We do have one chip there. You do have some chipping on the edge of the handle. We do have some scuffs here. It barely catches my nail. Got a chip there, a couple small impacts. Once again, you got film here protecting it. Quarter panel looks great. Here on this wheel, I don't see any curb rash. Gorgeous on the tail lights. Third brake light's clean. That tail light looks awesome too. Here on the deck lid, that's in great condition. Looking at the leather here, I mean, this is leather and it looks amazing. So you can tell this did not sit out in the sun. Here on this bumper edge, there's a graze mark. So that does catch my nail. I feel like a little bit of paint correction, kind of light buffing in this area, that color will go away and you'll just feel it. Could be wrong, but I think a lot of that color can come off. Light scuff right there, does not catch my nail. You can see that getting really close. Looking at this lower diffuser, looks great. Tiny scuff here. Other than that, this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. And those little surface scuffs, honestly, a good paint correction, and you could remove probably 95% of those flaws, and this thing would just be immaculate. And we do offer that service in-house, so reach out to sales if you're interested. We also do ceramic coatings, but this car looks really, really good. All right, looking at the interior, this is absolutely gorgeous. You have the tiniest little scuffs right here on the edge. Other than that, the upper section looks good. I don't see any more flaws. All that leather is perfect. Here on this trim, very light scuffs right here. You have some wrinkling from just everyday use. But other than that, that looks good. Same here, a couple tiny scuffs. Besides that, that seat looks good. Here on the steering wheel, it's not chewed up or anything on that top side. Here on the sides, that looks good. Got a tiny scuff there. Other than that, she's looking beautiful. The leather here is perfect. I don't see any separation. That looks good. Bottom side's clean. Really not much to pick apart in here. Got a cubby back here. Really good. Here on this door panel, that is immaculate. Leather looks good. I don't see any scuffs here. All of that is super clean. That trim looks good. Check out that bolster. I don't see any wear. I don't see any wrinkles. Just nice and smooth. Same with that bottom. Same here. That seat is in great condition. Love the brown. All of that leather looks good. Buttons are nice and clean. Underside feels good. Zero separation on that leather right there. Even coming up to that top, I don't feel any separation. Now when you look at the wood, see that wood grain? Very common to get some light cracks. So you can see one right there. You can see one right there. Looks like that is it though. The rest of that looks good. This side, in my opinion, is almost brand new looking. Check out this engine bay. All of the plastic here looks perfect. That plaque looks amazing. Absolutely gorgeous in here. Very, very clean. All that plastic up there is nice. Even this underhood liner is in really good condition. All right, checking out the top here. Small marking there. That is just a wrinkle. A couple of very light markings. Got a little stain there. Otherwise, top looks good. Tempered glass. Nice and clear. I don't see any rips or tears. Got a tiny scuff there, a few little markings, but other than that, That top is in great condition, looks really good. And then here you have your power convertible top, so you press it down. And then it auto locks itself. Rolls the windows up. Perfect. You can see all of this is super clean. All right, we're going on a quick test drive here. We got 17,135 miles on this car, and it is absolutely gorgeous inside and out. You can tell they definitely took care of this car. I'm on my way to the gas station. We are low on gas. I figured we'll do a quick drive. Using the paddle shifters here. Steering wheel's perfectly straight. It doesn't have any type of shimmy to it. When I hit the brakes, I don't feel any vibrations in the pedal or in the wheel. The brakes feel solid. It smells great in here. I'm gonna use these paddles to downshift. This car sounds so good. I know you can't hear it in camera, but from the outside, it is a beautiful tone. All right, we're gonna use the paddles here. Just barely getting on it. Beautiful car though. No complaints with the drivability.